Good morning, Titans. It's Alicia here from the Hamilton Wentworth Catholic District School Board Office. I'm the Equity Officer. I'm here to walk us through completion of the CME and HWCDSB Survey. I really need your help. I really want to make sure that the Titans here at Bishop Tonus have the highest completion rate, so I'm going to walk you through the survey. So to complete this survey, you're going to need to go to your email, your student email through your My Site, and I'm going to need you to actually pull up the email in terms of the survey. So if you can just take a minute and find that email, because I'm going to walk you through how you can complete the survey. It takes literally 5 minutes. So I'm going to give you a minute to pull up your emails. And then you should see this screen once you click on that unique survey link. And just a reminder, if you have already completed the survey, that's fine. You'll just watch us walk through this survey. And please do not share your link because it's an individual link, so you need to click on your own link found in your own email. So I'm going to give you about 1 minute to find the survey, and then I'm going to walk you through it. And while you're looking for the survey, just a reminder of some items. So this survey is confidential, it's not anonymous, it's totally voluntary. However, we need your help. The better response rates that we have, the better we're able to know a little bit more about the diversity of our students. Please remember to answer the questions. If you do not feel comfortable answering a particular question, you can skip ahead to the next question. Okay, I'm hoping that everyone was able to find their emails. On the first page, you'll see this consent. It's just giving you some background about our survey, as well as the authorization to collect information. If you do agree to participate, you would click the start button. Simple. So the first question is around consent. Do you agree to participate in the student demographic survey? If so, you select yes. So the first question is around first languages that you learned to speak as a child. So for this question, you would think about any language that you learned to speak as a child. You may have multiple languages. You would select every language that applies. If the language the language that you learned to speak as a child is not listed in this list, there's actually a text box where you can manually enter the language that you learned to speak as a child. So I'm gonna give about 30 seconds for this question. Okay, our next question is, do you identify as First Nations, Métis, or Inuit? If yes, select all that apply. The next question is, do you consider yourself to be Canadian? So this has nothing to do with immigration status. This is more around your identity as a Canadian, meaning a feeling of having a sense of belonging to Canadian society, having that Canadian identity and pride. So for this answer, you can select yes, no, or not sure if you still do not understand. The next question is, were you born in Canada? The next question is around your status here in Canada. So this is more speaking about your immigration status. So are you a Canadian citizen? Are you an international student? Are you a landed immigrant or permanent resident? Are you a refugee claimant, or is your status not listed above? If you still don't understand, you can select not sure. And if you don't understand the question, that's okay. You can select that as well. So I'll give about 10 seconds for this question. The next question is around your ethnic or cultural origin. For students, this may be where your parents or grandparents have came from or immigrated from. You can select all that apply, as you may have more than one ethnic or cultural origin. And again, if your cultural or ethnic origin is not listed in this list above, you can always select the text box at the bottom, the last selection, and enter your ethnic or cultural origin. And if you have multiple ethnic origins, you can enter each of them, please. So can I give it about 30 seconds because many of you may have to enter it in the text box. Okay, our next question is around racial background. So for this question, you would select the racial background that applies. If you have more than one racial background, you would select all that apply. If your racial background is not listed, you would select not listed above, and then you could specify if it's not in this list here. So I'm going to give about 10 seconds for this question. Okay, our next question is around your religion or spiritual affiliation. You would select all that apply. If you are Catholic, you would select the first one, which is Christian Roman Catholic. If you're a Christian but not Catholic, you would select the second selection. And if you are neither of the above, you would select the other choices which may apply. If you're not sure, you can select not sure. And if it's not specified here and you would like to, the last box you can specify. I'm going to give about maybe 10 seconds for this question. I'm hoping you guys are still participating. We really want to do well, Titans. Okay, our next question is around gender identity. You would select whichever applies, and you could specify if it's not listed above. And if you do not feel comfortable answering this question, you can skip ahead to the next one. So give about 10 seconds for this question. Okay, the next question is around your sexual orientation. So this is in terms of attraction I'm speaking about. So you can specify in this box below. Again, if you do not feel comfortable answering this question, you can skip ahead to the next question. So I'm going to give about 10 seconds for this question. We're almost finished. And this question is around disability, asking if you consider yourself to be a person who has a disability, realizing that a disability can be visible or invisible. It could be diagnosed or not diagnosed. Some students who have disabilities may have an IEP or you may not. So this question is, do you consider yourself to be a person with a disability or disabilities? If you select yes, a drop-down list will apply, and you would be able to select a disability that is applicable. And if you do not understand the question, you always can indicate. If you prefer not to answer, you can indicate or skip to the next question, or you can specify if a disability is not listed above. Okay, our next question, final two. What would you like to do when you finish high school? So when you leave Bishop Tonus, the question is, where would you like to go? Would you like to attend university? Would you like to attend college, start an apprenticeship or trade, start working? Not sure. Or if it's not listed above, you can indicate. So I'll give about 10 seconds for this particular question. And our last question is around the highest level of education of your parents or guardians that they completed. So this you would indicate your parents' highest level of education completed. So for example, if you have two parents and maybe one completed college and maybe one completed university, you would just click two selections and you can click whatever is applicable. If you're not sure, that's okay. You could select not sure. If the level of education is not indicated above, you could select this as well also. And this is the end of the survey. So at the end of the survey, you should see a thank you for participation in this important survey. So thank you so much, Titans. I'm hoping that you participate. If you have not yet, I'm hoping that you're able to find the survey in your email. It's addressed to you. Hoping you participate. I'm hoping the Titans here really get the highest response rate, because it's even more than just the response rates. It's really having an understanding of what the demographics is of your school, so understand what the diversity of our students at Bishop Tonus is. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.